This tutorial will show how to create a pre-order crowdfund campaign. Before starting, if you are on the free plan, please be aware only one crowdfund campaign can be created at a time. If you have already created a campaign, please delete it before beginning this tutorial. Okay, let's start the tutorial. Click Create Crowdfund Campaign. Enter a title, description, and select a product. For this example, I will enter the title of Test Pre-Order. Description will be Test. In products, I will select a product I have previously created, which is this red light device. For funding, I will leave it at the defaults. Under rewards, I will enable use product as reward. In this order options panel, I will select pre-order. Under checkout charge, I will select percentage deposit. And I will enter 50. What this means is this will require the customer to place a deposit of 50% of the product's purchase price, and then at a later date, pay the remaining balance of 50% to complete the order. In this instance, the remaining balance will be paid when the campaign ends, as specified here. And for this campaign, the end date is August 16th, 2026. Under pre-order discount, I will leave it at none. Pre-order estimated delivery, I will select the last day of this month. Moving on to status and publishing, I will leave the current defaults. Under theme template, I will select the crowdfund theme template that was previously created. Now I'll click Save to persist my changes. I'll click View to preview my pre-order campaign on my store. We can see it renders properly, and we can see there's this pre-order tag saying a 50% deposit is required. Let's test the end-to-end workflow. I'll add this to my cart and check out the product on my store. I will enter in some test credit card details. The order has been confirmed. Back into the app, I will refresh the page to see if the stats on the top right side over here have updated. We can see the stats have updated. It went from 0 to 1 unit sold, and total raised from 0 to 54, which represents 50% of the deposit that was placed for the product. Let's look at the View Preorders page to see the changes there. We can see a pre-order item has been added to the table over here. For this example, I will collect the remaining pre-order balance to show the end-to-end flow of how this works. We see this modal pops up where the email subject and body can be customized according to your own messaging. For this example, I will leave it at the defaults and hit confirm. The invoice was sent properly. We can see the status has changed to invoice sent. We can also view the order in our dashboard. We can see that there's a remaining balance that needs to be paid. What I'll do now is I will get the checkout invoice link from my email, copy and paste it into this tab, and pay the remaining balance. I have the link for the remaining balance, and I will enter in some test information. And I'll place the order to pay off the remaining balance. The order is confirmed. Back to the order page. If we refresh it, we should see the status of the order has changed. Back to the app, we should see the status here has also changed after refreshing the page. We can see it went from invoice sent to paid. Back to the campaign itself, we can see the total raise is now updated to 108, which represents the total purchase price of the product. And that wraps up how to create a pre-order crowdfund campaign and to track it within the app.